Hey Pisces, what's up? What's up, Pisces? I had already burnt some Palo Santo. Okay, I'm putting my oils on. Um, Thank you for all those who like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all those who get private readings and donate. Thank you for all those who go onto my web, my Bottega. If you know what that is all about oils and things that you can do if you want to work out the night or the dark. The night or the day. Um, I don't know what you're doing, but it's a store like any other store. It is licensed, okay? I pay taxes on it, and it's my store, my you.To, everything is legit, okay? So if you want to be goofy, then go ahead and be goofy. Anyway, let me ring the bell for all my archangels, the divine, and my mother to come through. And please, my ancestors, who are seriously right here alive. And guess what, Pisces? We are all coming out of this um shadow that we've been going through for a minute. Some of us are strong and some of us are not strong. Some of us can deal with the shadow work, and some of us don't know anything about the shadow work because you really don't know anything about none of this shit. So if you're the kind of people that, you just starting to watch you.To and all of this for whatever reason, why don't you do some study on what it is? Because this ain't nothing to play with. Okay? It's a lot. All right. So, but if you want to grow, you definitely the place to be. All right. It's not only me. It's so many good you.Toers around here that are very good, and you can pick anybody you want. Anybody you want. They all are willing to help if you're willing to listen and not trying to boss people around and act like you know people where you don't know nobody. You can blend right in. You can really get something from this. But if you're not into this, you cannot come in and say, "Oh, I want to do this," and then turn around and say, "I'm holy fire." Who are you playing with? Because the only one you're playing is with yourself. You can't play with God. You can't play with the universe. You can't play with the divine. You can't play with your aunt. You can't play with nobody but yourself. Okay? So I want to say that I just feel like a lot of Pisces, and I'm going to say a lot of us, are Pisces against a Pisces. That means you against you. You against your challenge. You against your strength of making decisions or where you've been and where you're going. Okay? And I think at this time in our life, we are making huge decisions because you have beautiful things that come in your way. But you got to be in the right frame of mind to receive all the blessings. Do you understand? We don't worship. God ain't in every different direction. It's only one God. We all worship the same God. You understand? And that's important to know. I'm not better than you, and you ain't better than me. We all one. All right? And that's the understanding that we need to come to. My you.To is about growth. It's about getting to know you, working on you. It's not about nothing else but you. Okay? Trying to get out of all the situations that you've been through since you was young. You ain't the only one. We all been through it. All right? We all been through it. All right? So, but it's how you handle yourself and your spirit. You can't sit here and worry about everybody else, because if you worry about everybody else and something happened to you today, you ain't taking everybody else with you. You ain't taking your kids, your dog, your cat, your man, your mother out. You're not taking none out. God is calling on you, and that's who he's taking, you. And that's what you need to know. All right? I mean, a lot of people say they go to church, but do they believe in God? That's the question. All right? Because you believe in a human, but you don't believe in the spirit because you don't see a spirit. It's not that many people that are born or that are in like how they say born again or something. Now, I was born like this. I ain't born again. I was born like this. Do you understand? People say I gotta get baptized and all. Baptized, I was born like this. I got an understanding with God. I don't need to have an understanding with humans. Okay? I got an understanding with my animals. I don't need to understand humans. Humans are goofy and they like to play goofy games. And they always playing games. All right? That's why we so unbalanced in the world. Because people like to play. All right? Ain't nobody trying to play games. All right? Everybody has their own opinions to think and do what they want to do. All right? But you can't, it's a line that is no cross. And see, when you cross the line, then it becomes a lot of problems. You got to remain in your lane. And that's what you need to do. Focus on your lane. When you got a lot of shit on your plate, you can't focus. Because you got your mind everywhere. And you full of problems and drama. And there ain't no light. Because you dim your own light. Because you are chaotic. Okay? So you need to find out where you are at. And we all have the light in the dark. That's just human. And a lot of people say, these people are narcissists. We all have narcissist intentions. Ain't nobody in the world that can say they don't. Because we all have the light in the dark. Okay? I mean, if you didn't have that, then you would be considered a saint or an angel. Okay? So remember, come on, just your thoughts of how you think or how you see somebody or what comes out of your mouth. You already sinning just how you think something bad about somebody or speak something bad about somebody or wish something bad on somebody. That's just the way humans are. All right? Let's get with the reading. Pisces, I love you. You know what I mean? And I'm about growth. All right? And I do think people, my Pisces, to be, and I'm talking about my Pisces family, my Pisces that are 100 behind me. I'm not talking about 5%ers. I'm talking about 99.1% behind me that are loyal, that love me, and believe in what I teach and say, because that's the law, honey. It ain't no making shit up. It's the law. Okay? So let's get down with ancestry. All right, let's find out what my ancestors, your ancestors, our ancestors, this is me. So we're going to talk about my ancestors, okay? And what is going on here with our ancestors? What do they want us to know? All right? I will be bringing out my mom's other ancestors cards. All right? I'm going to be bringing them out. And probably tomorrow I will be reading some of them. All right? Here we go. All right, spirits, tell me what Pisces need to know. Ancestors, walk on in this reading. Ancestors, walk on in this reading. Come into my room. Come into my reading. Tell us what we need to know. The first card popped up just like this, and it's holding your heart. Your hands is in your heart. It's got leaves and flowers. Oh, excuse me. And let me get, this is beautiful. So as I look, right, it says, you seeking. You seeking. It got a butterfly, so that is a transformation. It has, whoever this is, it got a flower and it's in your heart, and it got, and it has, leaves. So, but it's the shadow that's around you, right? But it's a transformation that you are going through. And see, when you in the shadow, it's like you gotta fight your. All right, this is a Pisces with Pisces. It's like you and you fight yourself. All right, you testing yourself on what you want, so you can be pulled into a direct. Okay, it's like this. You got one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Now, which way you gonna step? Are you gonna step? Put both foot on this side of the door, or you gonna bring yourself back to this door? What do you want to do? All right. So it's about you, Pisces. All right. You against you. All right. See, the power of spiritual exists in all things. It exists in all things. The power of a spirit exists. It exists in all things. Okay, not just one person, but everything. All right. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in the physical world, all right, connects to a spiritual world, right? It's including you, right? We all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another because we are all humans. It's just not, what are you seeking? We all one. I mean, I don't care if you black, white, green, yellow. I don't care if you got one eye, two. I don't care what you got. We are all one. But see, that's the part that we don't know how to become one because we so busy fighting ourselves to become who we are and to connect to the rest of the world. All right? Now, the next card you got is your third eye. Right? Now, on this one here, right, you got your heart chakra. Right? Your heart chakra, your green chakra. Okay? On here, you got the third eye wide open. Even when you got your eyes closed, you still open. You can see all things. Even when you sleep, you can see it. You can see, and I ain't saying everybody, because everybody's third eye ain't open, right? You work on your third eye. You just don't get your third eye open. Oh, no, you got to put the work in to get that, all right? We talking about a spiritual world. We talking about you against you, all right? Do you love yourself? Do you hate yourself? Do you like everything about you? Or do you complain about everything about you? What is it? Are you happy with yourself or you're not happy with yourself? All right? It says your intuitive nudity, right? So intuitive is a language of a soul, all right? We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. We are all born with that inner knowing. Everybody got that. But do you follow it? No. You rather follow what's in the outside of you than what's in the inside of you. That's why we always fuck ourselves up, right? And it says, intuitive is one of the greatest gifts we process, right? Which keeps us connected to our higher selves, right? The universe, and to keep us connected with ourselves and the universe and to our divine spirit. And I continue to say this, you need to humble and love, because if you die today, you ain't dying connected to nothing, because you are, all right, leaving yourself. Your spirit is still awaiting you. That's why a lot of y'all have problems and y'all get all mad and, oh, this happened to me when I was a child. But you live in what happened to you or how they treated you, and then you leave that child over there, that spirit over there that's still waiting on you to meet up with your own spirit. Because are you going to keep saying, they hurt you, I got hurt, they abused me, they mistreated me? And if you keep saying that, that's what you're going to get in life. Because that child, that spirit that happened to you as a child is still over there waiting on you. To what? To rescue it. So that you can become one with your spirit. Honey, this is deep. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to really start studying yourself. And it would change your life and you will become a different person. You won't be so bitter, so angry, so self-centered, And when you give and you help people, are you helping them because you want to, or you being evil inside and then expecting something back? How you doing it? Okay? Now, vulnerability. This is, okay, confirmation that you seeking to trend into the unknown, family, territory. It's like you walking into like in a land, or you're walking into a road that you're not familiar with. All right? So, where you decide, okay, where your decisions are based more on your intuitive, right? Than reality, right? Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguiding sense that feels vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. So it may take you to a place where you're not familiar with, but don't let that take you and make you feel like you don't know, like you can't handle it. You got to handle it and be gracefully while you're handling yourself. You know, you got to show people that you know what you're about. So the respect comes because you're good inside and it reflects on the outside. See, if you mean inside, it shows in the outside. You can't hide who you are. You may think you can, but everybody sees you for who you are. And that's the problem. You got to be good in the inside so it can reflect on the outside. And that's the most important thing that you need to do. Your reflection of who you are. All right? That's what's important here. The reflection of who you are. Come on, ancestors, speak to us, damn it. All right. It's something for you to think about before you go to bed. About yourself. Seek. Intuitive nug is nugging you what to do with yourself. Okay? Because right now you're being vulnerable with everything that you're feeling. And just because you feel like something ain't right, you can't point your finger at someone else and say, oh, this ain't right because you did this to me. How? You can only live your own. You can't live somebody else, sweetie. Life is beautiful. You got to learn to deal with your own space. And don't bring nobody in your space but you. Because you got, in order for you to gain what you want in your life, you got to search for you. And stop pulling people into your dramas in your own life, within your own self. I'm not talking about what's around you. I'm talking about you. No one else. You can't create love if you're full of hate. You can't create love if you're full of drama. You can't create love if you're lying to yourself. You keep these secrets to yourself about all the lies. And you keep pointing fingers at everybody but yourself. You can't do that. Okay? Now, it says abundance. When you seek it from within, you get abundance. And abundance can be in many forms. My abundance and my riches is in my heart. What I do, how I do for people is in my heart. All right? A lot of people say my abundance is what I want. I want my money. I want my house, my car. All of that is materialistic things. But when you're rich inside of you, it shows the outside of you. All right? And that's the best gift you can give yourself. It says abundance, dollar sign, right? It says being a thoughtful strove for the money you already have is the secret to create more abundance. So when you already got it, the secret is that you already got it. But how you got it is what makes your abundance. If you don't have it good, you can't grow a plant where you're not nurturing it the right way. Because everything that you nurture is you, right? You can grow a tomato plant, but if you don't treat it right, it ain't going to give you no tomatoes, okay? You got to learn to grow you and nurture you so that you can get your abundance, right? When you treat yourself, okay, to handle more. When you treat yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. The way you nurture yourself, the way you treat yourself, right? It's the secret to creating who you are. In that seeking, you seeking the abundance, seek it within your, and look at this. You seeking abundance is in your heart, right? Seek the money because you rich in your heart before anything else. You didn't see God walking around with no Benz, castles. You ain't never seen God having no Benz and no castle. He walked. He slept where you ain't see him sleeping in no castles and stuff because he knows what he was here for and what he was sent to do. All right? In everything he did it right. All right? Because he was planted in the spirit. And many people, even when he was trying to save us, we was trying to save our money and shit. We wasn't thinking about walking next to God. No, we was thinking about, let me take my money, let me take some food, because we didn't believe in him. And that's the way the world is now. You're so busy about everything that you're not seeking what you need to seek, and it's inside of you. What you seeking outside and everybody else, it's already inside of you. Okay? I'd rather be wealthy in my heart than wealthy outside of my heart. All right? I'd rather have the light in my heart than have the darkness in my heart. It's not good. God is a beautiful God. He's merciful. Right? He don't judge us. He loves us. Speak up. Blow the horns, the stars. If you avoid confrontation to keep the peace, you start a war inside of you. Now, this depends on what confrontation you have. And if you're having a confrontation with somebody that you don't even know, I won't waste my time. All right? But if I'm having a confrontation with somebody I sleep with, or my son, or my grandson, or somebody like that, I got to, see how things is. I'm going to speak my mind, but I'm not going to be vicious. I'm going to be able to speak where we both understand each other, where we're not hurting each other, okay? That's the way you do it. It says intentions. What are your intentions? Number one, right? What if the only resolution you made was to love yourself more? What if you could do that? Do you know how rich you would be? Because then you would know to love others the right way. All right? You got to look within you. And Pisces, I think y'all have done a wonderful job doing this. Because I know this for a fact. We've been through a lot. Hell and back. But we seem to take, a lot of us are really in a good place. And we know what we want. We know what we ain't going to deal with. We are very good-hearted people. But a lot of people need a lot of work done because they still fighting the demons inside of them. What they carried for many years ago. Whether it's from your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, boyfriends, friends. A lot of demons, and people need to let go because you carry them demons. They're not going to make you happy, and they ain't going to make you rich. They're going to make you miserable and being locked up within yourself. Nature, nurture yourself, love yourself. Go outside in nature, touch. A lot of places we need to be outside. We need to feel the sun. We need to feel the trees. We need to feel the leaves. We need to pick up stones, dirt, whatever, to really nurture your soul. Get that sunlight. All right? Gracefully. Look how beautiful you look. because that's what you will become. All right? You got to do things gracefully. You don't do things like you ain't got no sense. No, you do things gracefully. All right? Classy. Nice. Okay? That's how you carry yourself gracefully. Because that's why, time is moving around and nobody got time to argue and fight with nobody. Nobody got to sit there and try to defend themselves. It's too much energy that you put out there into the world. The world's already full of craziness. Why do you have to add on to it? Is that what you want your life to be like? Full of chaos? Because no matter who you meet, who you in love with, if you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself and you don't, appreciate you and know your worth, you're going to always wind up with the same thing you just left. Being used and abused. Okay? It says the power. And then okay, well, I didn't say that to y'all, but I guess it was my other video. Animals are my thing. You come into your power. Ain't nobody look at your wings. Look how you standing there. Like you are the boss. And that's what happens when you become one. Look at this. When you become one with good intentions and become one within yourself. How they say it? Me, myself, and I. Who's your best friend? Who's your worst enemy? Yourself. That's how it goes. It's just that simple. Do you value yourself? Where do you see yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you really love yourself? Because see, some of us keep running. And this person did this to me, that person did, and you running. But you ain't running from nobody because the only person you running from is yourself. All right? Come on, spirits. Give me 3 more cards before I hang this up. This is just a nightcap for my Pisces. All right? This is a nightcap from me to you. It is all about you. Look at this. Time for a nap. Didn't I say nightcap? Look at that. I'm putting you to sleep with things to think about. All right, how you see yourself, what you want out of life. All right, you share love. You don't share hate. You share love. It's changing gifts. You give and you receive the highest power of love. All right, you exchange gifts. Look at this. You're going the distance now. You're going to finish it off. You are going to go the distance and finish it off. Why? Because you believe in you. And if you believe in you, can't nobody stand in your way because you are like a full sun, a wheel of fortune in the world is all yours in one. The musician, the highest priest is you. All right? You can have anything you want. Pisces, this is about you. Think about everything I said. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to keep you safe, your surroundings, your mind, your heart. All right? Love yourself more than you love anyone in the world. And that's not called selfish. That's called self-love. All right? All right, Pisces, I love you so much. Have a good night and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.